Like, actually.
Someone put it there.
But what is it?
What? You gotta be kidding me. Yo, what the Who's that?
Oh, it's there.
So I know that y'all would not believe this unless I showed proof and y'all actually saw it for your own eyes. So today there was an earthquake in Greece, and then you felt it in parts of Turkey and in Egypt. And it was a magnitude 6.0. You got to see it to believe it, right? But the craziest thing about this is that in the skies in Greece, after this earthquake happened, this is what appeared in the sky. I want you to look really closely because this is the same picture from a different angle. What does that look like? An angel appeared in the sky after this earthquake. A large angel, by the way. Look at that. And it's not a silhouette of nothing. It's it looks like a being with light. No clouds. It's not the sun that's doing it. It's a being. Clearly an angel, a very large one at that. So what's going on in our world today is the craziest thing that we've ever seen because the veil is thinning and Jesus is coming. We are getting to a point to where, like, to be completely honest with y'all, dude, like, none of what's happening in life makes sense to what life was like before a certain point. Like, we are literally heading towards Armageddon. We are truly heading towards the end of the world. And I would have never, like, growing up, thought that the world would be how it is today. And everyone is seeing it on the world stage. This is crazy. And prayers to anyone who was affected, lives lost. I don't think there was any lives lost or any casualties, but any property damage and things like that, because this is insane. An angel appeared after an earthquake. And then all the other signs has been happening, bro. Like, slow down.
What's wrong with filming you? I don't understand. What's to hide? I'm allowed to film in public, right? Why are you all blocking the tech? Y'all see this, guys? This should let you know what their intentions are. I'm not messing.
Tag me, bro, at JP.
JP?
At JP, bro.
All right.
Yeah, thanks, man.
I got you, bro.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll take it.
Okay, hit him up, guys.
Yeah, hit me up.
Have a good day, brother. God bless.
Yeah, you are. Get in, baby.
This is crazy.
Get out. Get out. I will get out. You want to fight? Girl, your big ass. What are you even tripping for about something that didn't hit your car?
That makes sense.
You need to be going. You need to be going.
That fatigue quickly stopped. Size matters.
The ice being melted from the dragons. That big ass dragon was frozen. And the ice is melting because of, you guessed it, the sun. The sun is melting the ice. They've always known that it was going to happen. And the tail of a dragon is by Alaska. Anchorage. It's anchored in Alaska. Okay? And it's thawing, hence all the water rushing in on the west coast.
Dragons are awakening, and this is having an impact not just in this realm but in all of the realms. And there are 7 realms, 7 seas, 7 realms. They have a specific purpose. They were put to sleep over 500,000 years ago when Atlantis started to fall, because they were the guardians of the realm. Our entire universe is changing, and that coincides with the 5th dimension of which we enter. So it's a new energy that Earth is moving towards in the photon belt of light. So these dragons are here to help clear the air so that Earth can position herself, and we who are leeches on her back can go along for the ride. And in one of my videos, you can go back and look at it, where I talk about the women going through almost like a menstrual cycle, because that's what the Earth is going through as well. A lot of changes, pains, headaches, you name it. We've been experiencing that. because this is based on the mitochondrial DNA of the earth being activated and the mitochondrial DNA in the woman. Everybody has mitochondria, even the men, but it is more potent in women of color. In order to be here on this planet, in order to have children, you must have the mitochondrial DNA. There are dragon realms in the middle, the inner, and the outer worlds. So that is our entire universe. There are the protectors. Again, the mother dragon was put to sleep because when she fell asleep, then the children also fell asleep. She also oversees the millions of dragon eggs that are intended to activate the light body in humans and various species. So this isn't just affecting us. This is going to affect other species that need to evolve spiritually. So this is a big, big change on the planet, in the universe at this time. This is a 25,000 year cycle that we are entering, which we call the golden age. And as I said before, it's called the golden age because we're going to the golden gate of man, the Ophiuchus, which is a snake wrapped around the woman's foot. This is the year of the dragon, the Yinwood snake. So it all coincides. Next year is the year of the fire horse. And that is going to be dealing with the dragons. You're going to see a lot more of them, and you're going to hear a lot more talk of the dragons. So the Dragons Awakening is creating climate changes throughout the planet. For those who think this is a fairy tale, continue to think that and continue to stay in the 3D world. For those who are activating and those who are ascending, welcome to the light.
Than space. And a nuclear weapon was never dropped, ever, in the history of humanity. Now, I know you're going to be like, oh, that's not true. What about Nagasaki and Hiroshima? Well, let me tell you something about Nagasaki and Hiroshima. So, Tokyo was devastated from a series of fire bombings. This is the aftermath of a firebombing series in Tokyo. Now, let that soak in. So, if we go to Hiroshima and look at the aftermath, it looks just like the aftermath of a series of fire bombings. And how are power lines and telephone poles still standing after apparently the most devastating explosion humanity has ever seen? And you know what's crazy? There was actually a hospital that was right next to the drop zone in Hiroshima of the nuclear bomb, and everyone in the hospital actually survived. And what about the nuclear fallout to where the place should be uninhabitable for hundreds or thousands of years? It's a flourishing city now. Do you see what I'm saying? All you have to do is use common sense and connect the dots. And if you watch all of these videos of nuclear explosions, the Nuketown testing, it's all fake. It's just like the moon landing. It's a Hollywood production. It is so unbelievably obvious, but since the invention of the television, people have been more brainwashed than ever. It's an MK Ultra experiment, but I made everything up. Nukes are real, entertainment only.
Cat reflexes are the best.
This is a little suspicious. It is. This is the car. Totally done. Yeah, so Anthony Joshua just got in a bad car accident, right? And when he was in the car accident, the man that he was driving with was this guy over here, Healthy Mindset on Instagram. But yeah, this is just 13 hours ago this was posted. And now that man is gone. That's so crazy. But the reason why people say this is suspicious is because what happened last week? Jake Paul fought his first real fight, an actual fight. And it ain't go good for my boy. Jake Paul got beat, broken jaw, knocked out, all that. But a lot of people believe that Anthony Joshua might take a fall. Jake Paul can go on, keep getting this. We don't really believe him to be a real boxer. So people thought it was kind of fake. But then when he got knocked out, people were like, oh, no, it's real. But then this happened today, and it's what the hell going on? It's just the timing of it all. People don't be trying to really make people believe people get sacrificed and stuff like that, but it's the timing of it. Me personally, I don't really know, exactly what happened. I know he got the biggest payday he ever got in his whole life. when he fought Jake Paul. And then this happens, like, all of a sudden, your whole career, nothing like this happened, then it happens a week after that. And I'm not pointing the finger at you or like Jake Paul. I don't know the ins and outs, but it seems pretty crazy to me.
This is a giant doorway in Kazakhstan. At least that's what I thought when I first looked at it. But if you look at this closely, this looks like someone's hand grabbing or holding on to something. This kind of looks like a petrified dragon hand. Because when I first made this video, people were saying, oh, wait, no, that's a dragon. That's a dragon. It looks like it could be a doorway, but look at the webbing of the thumb right there. And then the index finger right here, the middle finger here. This is a hand. Dragons used to be widely accepted and known creatures, not mythical. This is a 1946 dictionary definition of dragon. It says, now rare, a huge serpent, a fabulous animal, generally a monstrous winged scaly serpent, lizard, or saurian, a fierce or very strict person, especially a woman. That's a little crazy. But now rare, which means they used to be all over the place. Small arboreal lizards of the East Indies and Southern Asia. They're literally telling us where they were located. So Alexander the Great, his soldiers encountered a dragon in 330 BC while they were in India, okay? And they came across a hissing dragon in a cave. And it was estimated that the dragon was about 100 feet long. So dragons were all over India. Hold on. Apollonius of Tyana, a Greek philosopher, documented the dragons that he saw when he was traveling through India. Dragons of enormous size and variety infest northern India, concluded Apollonius of Tyana, who traveled through the southern foothills of the Himalayas in the 1st century. The countryside is full of them, and no mountain ridge was without one. Dragons seem to be real. The Bible mentions dragons over 30 times. Check it out, Isaiah 27:1. Leviathan, the piercing serpent, even Leviathan, that crooked serpent, and he shall slay the dragon that is in the sea. Thou breaketh the heads of the dragons in the waters. All kinds of verses on dragons, but no verses of dinosaurs. Perhaps dinosaurs are dragons. There's also a 3rd century story of this dude named St. George who slayed a dragon. But a lot of those legend stories are rooted in truth. And even the Chinese culture incorporate dragons in their calendar and in their history. Dragons seem to be all over the place. I don't think it's fake. I think dragons are real, and the mainstream doesn't want us to think that for various reasons. Who knows why? Dinosaurs are fake, but it looks like dragons are real. And if that is not a hand, I don't know what is. There's a lot of history around dragons, artwork, and it seems like the mainstream is trying to hide the fact that these mythical creatures are not actually mythical. Same thing with sirens, same thing with giants. When the government tries to say something's mythical, that means it's real.
Come on, man, you need to give me something, bro. When you gotta take it in for? We both black. We both black. I'm sorry. It's not even, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, bro. How you gonna pay for this? How I'm gonna pay for it?
This is my girl car. I'm sorry, man.
Bro, you're going, bro.
He said we both black.
I'm sorry, how am I gonna pay for it? What is your name? I need something, bro. It's not even, bro, you think I'm about to pay for it, bro, when I just got this whip last week?
What is your name? I need
Come
something,
on,
bro.
Come on, bro, what is your name? Bro, I'm following you, bro, wherever you go, bro. I will call the police right now.
Go ahead.
Bro,
I'm sorry, sir.
and they know I'm sorry, bro.
Hey, bro, calm the fuck down, man.
What do you mean calm down, bro? 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 You about to assault me when you hit my whip?
No,
you about to assault me?
man.
You about to assault me when you hit my whip? Huh? You give me your name, give me you. Bro,
Yo,
what
that's crazy. Give me a name, yo.
Oh, wow. That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
The fuck?
What is he doing? You good, bro?
I think.
Bro, you good?
Oh yeah, but to skip the traffic.
Your wife is worth more than that. You're an angel. No, for real though. Yeah, man. And it sucks too. Like the avatar you're in, it's the only avatar you get once in a lifetime.
Right.
So take care of it. Cherish it. Appreciate it.
You all right? Little bro. Hey man, he need help, y'all. Bro, look, little bro, I don't know what he on. He need help.
Up.
Little bro. Hey, little bro, get out the middle of the highway. Hey, little bro, no, little bro. Little bro.
Oh man.
Little bro, don't do it. Hey, little bro, your life worth more than that. Little bro. Little bro. No. Little bro, your life worth more than that. Little bro, your life worth more than that.
Oh my God, bro.
I'm glad he went out and saved him, man.
Yeah,
Cause
bro,
dang,
she a good person.
I don't know what bro going through. Hey, what's up?
Quick, because I was just talking to someone whose friend committed suicide, and they're more angry than understanding. I believe, and I've said it multiple times, we wrote our own story. The Akashic Records, we wrote our story. Everything that we go through on this planet in this lifetime, we wrote that out.
Right.
We do have free will. Free will is the way that we handle the situations that we go through when we're here. But we wrote out those situations. Now, we wrote out all of that, even how we exit. On a human level, I get it. We get sad, our heart hurts, we miss our people, we want them here, but they're not supposed to be here. I don't care if they died or if they were murdered. That was the exit that they wrote out for themselves. I wholeheartedly believe that. You might not understand it, you might not agree with it, but spiritually, I wholeheartedly believe we did that.
Yeah.
And just because the exit that they chose looks harsh to you, over there, it's not. And there's so many ways that we can choose to exit this place. So however they chose to exit, there's a lesson in it. Maybe it was for one person or maybe it was for a collective. But the way that they chose to go out, it was written that way. We always say it wasn't their time, it was too early. No, but it was their time. Because if it wasn't, they would still be here. People don't like hearing that. I'm not a mean person when it comes to death, but I just don't have a feeling about it because I know that this is just the avatar. This has to go eventually. The soul is still alive. It just goes somewhere else. Maybe it goes into another body, it reincarnates, or it incarnates back to where that it came from. But the human feelings that we go through here are not the same feelings that are over there. And when I say over there, I mean over there. Where you go when you die. You know what I'm saying? But that's just the way that they choose to exit. I'm not mad at that. I'm never going to be mad at the way that someone exits.
That's fact.
Now that I have a better understanding about what this life is and what is happening somewhere else over there. We gotta stop taking everything so personal. We have to start realizing that this is just a space in this particular time. When people check out, they're not dead.
Relocate.
They have another job to do somewhere else. Maybe they will reincarnate here, get another body. Maybe they will go back to where they came from. I mean, it's a whole nother world or life once you leave this place. Death is not the end all. There's no heaven. There's no hell.
Heart touching story.
Wow.
So you see this house right here? This house got burned up in Miami Gardens. There was my neighbors, and they was a very nice, genuine couple. You would never think anything was wrong. You would never think they had any problems. But it's so, so sad. The husband, it was his birthday actually, and he blew them up in this house together.
What?
No.
As you can see, it's nothing left in the house. Everything is burned up. They left their cars, and it's so sad. Nobody in the family want to pick their cars up. Nobody even want to touch their cars or nothing. They just left everything as if. This is a very...
Wow. That's sad. What my boy X say? What's good, y'all? If you want to keep seeing videos like this, hit that like button.
Let's go.
Boy, Godzilla.
I ever seen a teddy bear so real that it made the police call the
What's that?
coroner, y'all? They thought this joint was wrapped in real human skin, y'all. Look at it. Well, as of right now, I don't even know if they really know if it's not. But I do know somebody left this beside a gas station and the police came. They had to tape off the whole spot, y'all. This on some like Wrong Turn or some Hills Have Eyes or some Texas Chainsaw Massacre type shit. Imagine you pull up to the gas station, you hop out the whip, you walking into the gas station to go pay for the gas to get in your pump, and you see this joint sitting at the door. What's the first thing you gonna think when you see this shit? This look like some Chucky shit. Look at the joint, y'all. That joint was just sitting there. Who the f sit in there? I know they doing an investigation. Y'all look, they was not fucking around. They got the whole shit taped off.
Word.
Shorty putting on gloves. They taking this shit serious. Now let's just say this really is human skin on that teddy bear. Do you know how mental somebody gotta be to do something like this? This shit crazy, fool. I'm gonna keep y'all updated. Cause as of right now, like I said, they don't know if this is really real human skin or not. But they treating it as if it is. Look, they putting that joint in a bag and everything. Now, I'm not gonna lie, looking at it, like I said, it could have been all the things I named, or it could have been part of a satanic ritual. You never know. But all I do know is I wouldn't have been around that junk. I ever seen a teddy bear so real that...
That's scary.
I low-key
This ain't just a full moon, y'all. It's a spiritual warning. And this junk got people acting strange already. The thunder moon is here. If you feel like shit just been off lately with your body, or just you can't sleep and all that, blame the thunder moon. So they're calling it a thunder moon. But I'm telling y'all right now, this not just no astrology name. Something is off. There's a lot of people that just been talking about how shit just been feeling weird, feeling off. And then we getting all these weird floods and all this shit happening. So every July we get this full moon. But this one in particular is landing right around the time we've been getting all these cosmic chaos moments. We've been experiencing earthquakes, bad storms, floods, people acting strange, doing strange things. They say ancient cultures used to think that moon was a sign, like a signal, a warning that something bad was coming. Thunder didn't just mean storms, y'all. It meant war, death, spiritual shifts, earth shifts. Did y'all know that the thunder moon is tied to energy spikes in the human body? So that means like more vivid dreams, more accidents, more arguments, more everything. If you've been feeling off lately,
of BBL. I'm so tired of hearing the same story over and over again, but this happened in June 29, 2025, when 20-year-old Maya Hernandez had an appointment at this clinic called Always Beautiful Med Spa in Bakersfield. She took her 1-year-old and her 2-year-old to her appointment, and despite the spa employee telling her that she can bring her children inside the clinic with her, she still left them in the car. Maya claims that she left the AC on, she left crackers and drinks, and she mounted her phone so they can watch watch shows while she was at her appointment. She got to her appointment at 2 p.m. and she finished at 4:30. But it turns out that her car's AC automatically turned off after 1 hour. Now, between 2 and 4:30, Maya did not check on her kids once. And I find this so difficult to understand because wouldn't any person with some common sense fear that their AC might turn off? So when Maya was finally done getting her BBL, she went to her car and she saw her 1-year-old foaming from his mouth. And I think this is the most torturous thing you can do to a person because not only were these babies trapped in a boiling hot car, but they were also strapped into their car seats. And the story just gets worse because the employee that works at the clinic testified and said that when Maya found her children in that state, it took her more than 15 minutes to call police. The police arrived, her 1-year-old wasn't breathing anymore and was pronounced dead, and her 2-year-old did survive. And I find this part to be very devastating, but also educational for anyone who has babies, even though you're not supposed to be leaving any child in the car. But it was said that the reason why the 1-year-old did not survive and the 2-year-old did is because of their age difference. And that's because babies at the age of 1 are not able to regulate their body temperature.
I have a personality test I want to try on you. There's this picture. Depending on which girl you find attractive the most, will tell me so much about your personality. Okay, so this is the picture. Each one corresponds to a different personality trait that you have. What I found most attractive here? Just point. This one. Interesting. Yeah, the first one that comes Really? Actually? Yeah. Yo, this is so accurate because I tried it on other people and it makes so much sense. Wait. Which one do you think I picked? This one? Yeah, I picked D. So you picked A. Yeah, A. If you picked A, you're more likely to like girls that are more introverted, shy, less confrontational, and overall more agreeable. Oh, 100%. Yeah. So if you chose B, you're more likely to go after girls that are more bold, confident, and determined. So C is you like people who are relaxed, easygoing, and open-minded. And then D, the one I picked, you like people that are determined, decisive, hardworking, and overall persistent. Oh my God. It's very accurate. That's accurate. So there's certain elements to a face that kind of bring out character.
Stickers. Which one you pick? A, B, C, or D? Tell me down below, bro. See if that personality test, if it actually matches up.
Manifest who you become.
Oh, now we are getting somewhere. Now we are remembering who we are. See, they gonna call it a conspiracy, but the body gonna always remember the truth. See, they sell you hydration, but never teach you purification. You don't just drink water, you purify it. But ain't that suspicious? How the most unexplained things are directly on top of living rivers? Ain't that suspicious? It's always about structure. The pyramids wasn't tombs, they was water temples. And the ancients structured water with sound, light, and pyramids, bro. Beneath every pyramid was water, but above, stars. Y'all remember the Nile River? Y'all ain't paying attention. It didn't just give water, it gave power. So while you paying for water, what you really need is frequency. And when you change your water, you change your reality. It's not just what you drink, it's how you vibrate. And see, living water connects you directly to the source itself. That's why they poison it. Living water, link in bio.
Germany just launched a military unit dedicated entirely to drones and robots, and they're calling it the Birds Group. The name comes from the bird's eye view that drones provide from above, and this unit will now take control of every single drone and unmanned system project across the entire German army. Here's why this matters. The Ukraine war proved that cheap drones can destroy tanks worth millions of dollars, and Germany realized their military technology is years behind. So instead of waiting on slow government contracts that take a decade to deliver outdated equipment, they're doing something different. The Birds Group pulls ideas directly from soldiers on the front lines, tests them fast, and scales the best concepts across the military. They've already shown off helmet-mounted drones that soldiers can deploy, hands-free, and augmented reality headsets that display live drone feeds directly in their field of vision. This is a complete shift from how militaries have operated for the last century. where decisions came from the top and took forever to reach the battlefield. Germany is Europe's largest economy, and if this model works, every NATO country will probably follow. Do you think faster military innovation is a good thing or a dangerous path? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed stories like this, follow my page for more.
We told y'all what Hollywood was about. We told you that everyone had to go through it. It don't matter if your name is The Rock and you think you are impervious. You're still going to have to do what everybody is doing in Hollywood. Y'all, The Rock's time in Hollywood might be coming to an end. Do y'all remember when he disappeared from the public for quite some time and then he came back out looking all scrawny and skinny and everybody's like, what the hell is going on? He just told us what happened, y'all. And he tried to do it in a sneakily way, but listen to him.
My soul. That's why I know it sounds weird, but you leave your soul or something like this. And I didn't know what that meant until I did it. And now I understand. And you know what's cool is you never know with things like this because you make the film, especially something like this that comes from here, and you do it for you. And you release it, you begin to release it to the world. It's like, hey, this is my kid.
Did you hear what he said? He said he sold his soul. He left his soul in Hollywood, for this lifestyle, and he didn't know what was going to happen in his life until now. And now they are telling The Rock to pay up, and he's got to pay up. Look at his face, y'all. He doesn't seem too happy about it, and he looks like he's got a lot going on in his head. Now,
You see everything, but you just see the plane getting lower and lower. Then yesterday it was a plane. It's like, damn, what's going on?
Aviation expert, and he was saying that angle, Jason, and it came down so.
If you look up, if you can go over there right now. While I'm coming out the gym, you see cars that wasn't even close to the plane. It's caught fire. They're completely done. You can't see. I showed you the pictures. It's messed up, man.
And to see
houses on fire. They trying to put it out there. You see kids running out. It's not right, man. And then I don't know if this was purposely done or not. But what I do know, man, to be honest, I don't think nobody's safe. I think everybody needs to protect themselves by any means possible. Like, what can we do? What can we do? If it's happening now, what can we do? Like, we had no control of that. Can't nobody expect that. You cannot see that coming.
Oh, let's go ahead and lock this in. So before I even go to bed, because I just got off the road, I need to go ahead and talk about this. This lady right here, she's dead right now, deceased. So I'm going to tell you why. She came across a semi-truck and she was a little curious. It was unsupervised, so she opened it up. What she finds in it costed her life. Check out this video.
Truck full of children's bodies. I mean, this is horrible. The horrifying incident took place at a gas station in Michoacan, Mexico, where the woman worked inspecting semi-trucks. But on this day, this specific truck pulled in and something seemed very off about the driver. He was very nervous, tense, and sweating profusely. The woman noticed that the truck's back door was slightly open, so she decided to take a look. She slowly opened the door and immediately burst into tears. Inside were hundreds of children's bodies piled on top of each other like food. She also saw a lot of blood on the floor, and that's when she noticed black plastic bags, and when she took a closer look, she noticed they were stuffed with severed limbs. They were filled with small arms, legs, and even heads. This video was taken shortly after, and she is seen gasping for air and can barely even stand up. And what's even more horrifying, just days after this video surfaced, this woman was found chopped up in a suitcase left in a parking lot. And next to her remains was a message saying, "This is what happens when you saw what you shouldn't have."
What's going on?
Hell nah. Already, man. This is crazy.
Holy almost just died, boys.
It's on TikTok at some point, so I'm going to get my little share of sharing in right now. But another plane just fucking went down. Can I turn this around? Yeah. Another plane just went down Roosevelt Mall. It's the Macy's right there on Continental Boulevard. So, they're blocking this shit off. All right, y'all are going to...
Time, I would advise everyone to stop taking planes. Something is not right. Something is definitely going on. Or if you do decide to get on a plane, make sure you pray to whoever or whatever you believe in. Because I'm telling y'all, it's a 50-50 chance that something might happen. at this point in time. Shit been happening back to back to back. If it's not a plane crash, it's the engine failing or it's an emergency landing. Something is going on. Y'all, take a look at this. Another incident.
Breaking news out of Houston, Texas, after a United airplane caught fire at Bush's airport right there. It did have to be evacuated. So far, no reports of any injuries, but I want to share some video that's coming into our studio. Take a listen.
How's it on fire, y'all? What is going on? I'm telling y'all, it's wicked.
About the mystery of crashing planes in 2025. In Simpsons, Lisa stumbles upon a hidden document while visiting an abandoned airport hangar. The paper suggests a monopoly scheme by major airlines. Their profits are sinking as smaller airlines gain popularity with cheaper tickets and better services. To stay on top, the big companies allegedly conspire to cause chaos in the sky.
Whales have hidden hands. Beneath their skin lie 5 fingers, a wrist, and a forearm. Very similar to ours. I think what's fucking me up with them having a fucking hand and can slap the fuck out your ass and can do like this, and can do like this, and do like this.
I better use my strong hand.
It make me think, what did they look like pre-flood? And if we see dinosaur bones and then guess what they outside look like, I would have never fucking guessed this what this nigga looked like. When I first saw this, I thought this shit was fake. So I started digging and boom, that's what a whale hand look like, bro. Whales be like, what up? I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, bro. This fucked me up. I'm gonna be real with y'all. If I was an archaeologist and I found that shit, I would have said, bet, giants was real. They was here. Let's say, everybody, let's wrap this up. Go on. Now, this make you think about God, man. How he made everything connected in some way. We all are alike. From the trees to the grass to every damn thing. Our fingerprints looking like tree trunks. I think I'm fucking playing too. Y'all think I'm playing? I looked that shit up. What does the skeleton of a whale's fin look like? I know this how he sounded. You know how chat be. Well, Gemini. A skeleton of a whale's fin is remarkably similar to the bone structure of a human arm and hand, reflecting their evolutionary history as land-dwelling mammals. Whales used to be on land, being whales. What was they eating when they was on land? Was the shrimp and krill also on land? What was land and what was water? They be putting so much truth in them fucking movies. Black Panther was the underwater people. Hey Jesus, it's me again this morning, but I'm twisted and turned this time, because you never said whales had thumbs and stuff and fingers. And, I don't know what to believe no more. Sorry, I got to go. I don't know what to believe no more. Just come and get us. All of us, we ready. Everybody watching, all of us.
Inside of sewers, you can find tons of crazy animals that you would never expect. Like this one, for example, that had a bunch of these weird looking water bugs in it. But in this video, I'm gonna be searching through 100 different sewers to see what crazy looking fish, monster turtles, and even deadly snakes are living inside of them. And as the video goes on, the sewers are gonna get bigger and bigger and are gonna be home to animals that are extremely rare. So who knows what we're gonna find. To start my search, I made my way over to sewer number 2. And after opening it, I noticed that it was filled with really dirty water and tons of trash. But somehow, I still managed to find something inside of it. Oh my gosh, no way, you guys, we caught a fish. I have no idea what kind it is, though. It looks like some sort of eel. Wait a minute, I think this is a dragon goby, and this is the biggest one I've ever seen. Now, these fish are actually pretty rare, and they literally look like real-life aliens. But like I said, usually we only catch little babies. I didn't even know they got this big. I can't believe he was living in that sewer, though. The water is so nasty. Now, thankfully, I brought a bunch of buckets filled with clean water. That way we could take home and save every animal that we catch from these sewers. With the first fish found, I moved on to sewer number 3, but I didn't find anything inside of it, and that's probably because most of these sewers are too polluted for animals to even live in them. But our luck turned around with sewer number 5, where I found the craziest animal so far. Whoa, what the heck is that, you guys? Whatever it is, it has massive claws. After a closer look, I realized that this was a freshwater prawn. Now, these guys are kind of like a mixture between a crawfish and a shrimp. However, they get absolutely massive. That is so cool. I was definitely not expecting to find him in the sewer. I wonder what else is down there. To find out, I decided to take a few more nets, and I managed to catch these 3 mystery fish that looked like little baby stingrays. But as cool as they were, we still have so many sewers left to explore, and the animals are just gonna get crazier and crazier. So I opened up sewer number 7, and this one was the biggest so far, which means there could definitely be bigger animals inside of it. All right, here we go. Let's take a big scoop. Oh, wait a minute. I think I feel something. You guys, we got a massive fish in the net. I quickly pulled it up, and right away, I knew it.
I am a 742-year-old alien.
What?
What's your stripper stage name?
I don't have a stage name. I'm not a stripper.
I'll just call you Cinnamon.
In the body of a 34-year-old millennial woman here in New England on planet Earth. Hello, I'm Jelzaborf 7. Call me Jel. I'm here from Planet Coark, and I'm a reporter doing a story on the first intelligent society to destroy its own planet. What do we have here, folks? That's what we have, and it is not pretty. Currently, the civilization is toppling here in the USA, which stands for the United States of America. And these states are not so united, and there's a lot of division. But we're sure that everything's going to work out because we're staying positive. Because it's really important, as we know, all through the cosmos, all through the galaxies, positivity is a higher frequency. And higher frequencies are more nice. We know this. The humans are starting to figure it out. Much love.
I'm glad they have sarcasm.
They shutting down the Riverwalk. I'm telling you, they is.
I don't know what's going on with this. Maybe they're just cleaning it so it's
I'm telling
clean.
you, they is.
I don't know. Maybe there's a plumbing issue. I mean, that'd be the only way to fix it, right?
What's going on here? So why they all chained down? Like, what's going on? That's weird. Good dinosaurs.
He's like, damn, we gotta listen to that every time we eat. Birds are such weird creatures.
That's some bird.
He's like, fuck you. Bird up.
Hey, where is this, bro?
Hey, you guys are watching Bird Up.
I mean, it definitely looks like a dinosaur.
What he saw when he went on a boat ride to the Euphrates River. Now, this video was sent to me. Listen to some of it, and then I'm going to respond.
So the guy that's driving the boat, he goes over to like this, I don't even know what to call it really. It was like a building on the water that goes underneath the water. It's really weird as but underneath this building, you can see like caverns or like doorways. And while we're going up towards these doorways, that we can see really well underneath this water. It's so clear that I can see a whole bunch. And when we get a little bit closer to this, like this building or this embankment, whatever you want to call it, we start seeing lights under the water. There's several lights under the water, and people are starting to freak out. Like, what is this? I'm not saying that because I'm stunned. I'm like, man, what is this? That's what I'm saying to myself. So one Marine is so freaked out, he starts to shoot at this. He's shooting at lights. These lights, there's probably like maybe 5 or 6 lights. They all come together as one and make some type of sound underneath this water and almost flips our boat. But this thing turns into a craft. shoots through the water into one of these caverns. And when we look at where it's going, we see something chained up. And this thing is breathing. I don't know what the fuck it was, but people started shooting the lights out of this thing, and it didn't die, trust me.
What the heck?
This thing got mad. So I'm telling the dude that's driving the boat, get us out of here. This thing almost knocked us off of this thing. It probably was going to drag us down. So he gets us out of there. And when we go back to the base to debrief, they automatically tell us, nah, this ain't happened. We're not writing this down.
I can't tell you if this is satire or not. What I can tell you is that the Bible is real. Euphrates River is ancient. It's mentioned in Genesis. We also know in Genesis there was a group of angels that fell, that produced the Nephilim. In the future, the Euphrates River will be dried up to make way for the kings of the east, and it's currently drying up. Some scientists believe it could be done in the 2040s. The water can pour back in there. We know the angels in link to the Nephilim were bound in chains. They're currently under the Euphrates River, set to be released in the tribulation. It's highly possible that though they're bound, you have other spiritual activity that surrounds them. And these orbs are spirits. He could have seen angels of God making sure everything goes according to plan. And if he is telling the truth, which I'm not saying he's lying, those spirits are angry. We know that from the Bible, because when they're released, the Bible says that they unalive, they kill a lot of mankind, and it's almost time for them to be released. Hit follow if you like Bible content like this.
Demons now have new names. We hear Milcom or Molech or Chemosh or Baal or Astra or Ashra, we say, never heard of them. Well, they've just changed their name to Pride and Tolerance, Swingers and Open Marriage, Pornography, Spectro, A Respect for Marriage Act, Planned Parenthood, Friends with Benefits, and Tinder.
Well,
same demons, new names. Same demons, new names. Your marriage matters. Your life matters. Your children matter. Your legacy matters. The goal, men, hear me. Father's heart, hear me. It's not about a good time. It's about a good legacy.
same demons, new names. It's a quote. I told you, y'all know me, I'm always going to bring up a quote. When it comes to Hasatan, aka Satan, doing what he does best, he doesn't use new things like
I've never seen fog this thick in my entire life. This is the thickest fog I've ever seen, dude. Oh my. Right, let's see if this video does justice to the fog.
What's going on?
Yeah, look at all these particles, guys. I'm starting to think that this is real, guys. Look at this. Look at the top of the flashlight. Oh, let me get this focused. Look at this, guys. It literally looks like sawdust. Hopefully that's just fog. It's just moisture, but that doesn't look like that's all it is. Wow. I'm going to get in my truck and stop breathing this in. I left my camper windows open for the first time in like history. I mean, this is not snow, guys. Last I checked, it was 31 degrees. This is crazy.
Remember last year when the California fires were going on, I could not absolutely breathe for like 2 months straight outside. The conditions are terrible. If this is what they have going on near Cali and Washington, something just isn't adding up.
But when they say they're sitting in the fog, and I've just been driving regularly, what is this shit right here? There's something in the fog that I can't explain, but I ain't drove to nothing but fog, and look at this shit. Check y'all shit, y'all. Crazy. Look. It's on that, but not on my windshield. What's going on? Ooh, they got asbestos in the air. That's crazy.
Wait a second. There's a radiation fog taking over parts of California, and in some locations, it's been going on for a month.
Okay, so you guys can see this. I'm walking with a flashlight at night. Day 19 under the California, what they call the radiation fog. That's not supposed to be dangerous. That's a flashlight showing you what's in the air. That's not moisture. Nothing's wet. Just particles. No moon, no stars, no sunlight. Nothing. Just the sun has been officially blocked. See if you can see it if I start walking. Yeah. Yep, look at that.
What
is this? What is that? Never seen that in my life.
Whoa. That's cloudy.
You know, at first glance, when you don't see the trees, you'll think that's Antarctica. That's just pure fog. What are they? They try to block out the sun. Block out the sun with smart dust. You know, Cali's already known for their smog.
Well, I have some news for you guys. Thousands advised to stay indoors in Oregon, Nevada, California, and Georgia. Why? Thousands of residents in communities across parts of Oregon, Nevada, California, and Georgia have been urged to stay inside by the Environmental Protection Agency, aka the EPA, because of elevated amounts of fine particle pollution in the atmosphere. As of January 13th at 3 a.m. Eastern Time, PM2.5 reached an unhealthy level across all 4 states, according to the EPA's AirNow map. AirNow uses the Air Quality Index, AQI, a standardized scale that categorizes air quality from good to hazardous, to monitor, record, and communicate air quality conditions across the United States.
Hazardous, that's
Why
crazy.
does this matter? According to the EPA, unhealthy levels of PM2.5 can affect all members of the public. However, those in sensitive groups, including the elderly, children, and individuals with certain health conditions, may experience more severe health effects. PM2.5 is considered one of the most dangerous forms of air pollution. Lord have mercy. Oh, according to the EPA, as the particles are so small, less than 2.5 micrometers in size, they can be unknowingly inhaled and penetrate deep into the lungs or bloodstream. This has the potential to trigger or worsen cardiac or respiratory issues such as asthma, or cause symptoms such as coughing, throat, eye, and nose irritation, shortness of breath, and chest tightness. Numerous studies link particle levels to increase, and even both long and short-term particle exposure have been linked to health problems, the EPA warns. Y'all, so if you are in Oregon, Nevada, California, or Georgia, that is weird how Georgia is kind of just thrown in there. Am I tripping? Y'all, look at this map real quick. Hold on, let me make it bigger. Look where Oregon, Nevada, and California is. And then look at where Georgia is. Why? That don't make you scratch your head? Like, why these particular states? And Georgia is nowhere near Oregon, Nevada, and California. So why would Georgia have bad air quality like that on the same level as them? Was there something dropped off in the air or something? Like, what? Come on now, somebody make it make sense.
You know,
Fuck is the sky pit? Will Smith has been molested and he's molesting others. He got his power stripped from him. He's trying to get it back.
Right here, it's leak recorded from a creature, a planet Serpo.
What is this? This is like in the circle of the emergency room opening. What?
Someone somewhere always knows the truth. Maybe it's buried, maybe it's hidden, or maybe it's waiting for you.
Is this UFO going into a secret base? Watch this. I don't gotta ask if this is a UFO. This is obviously a UFO. But my question is it going into a secret base?
What you're looking at in this footage right here is leak recorded from a creature, a planet Serpo. Now, for those of you who don't know what Serpo is a planet that the beings called the Ebens come from. Now, they was a part of an alien exchange program with the United States where they sent astronauts to their planet to live for 10 years. And while they was there, they recorded this creature. Now, when their food supply ran out, this creature was a creature that they had to eat. So for those of you that don't know, research Project Serpo. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about.
World?
Oh, I think most people don't think that's the right idea. It is true that
like
the
a
Treasury
lizard.
Secretary has met, typically on a weekly basis for breakfast or lunch, with the head of...
Hello, I've been working for 20 minutes in the worst snowstorm of my life, but I have a bad question.
Why the fuck is the sky pink? Bro, if I didn't have the video, no one would believe me.
What weird thing are they doing into the sky this time?
You're not. Read the bottom. Read the bottom. That's
This?
why.
No.
What was it?
Fake.
What did you tell me?
If the world is glorifying it, then you shouldn't be watching it. Because this is what you call a demon is already manifested. Amen. That's crazy.
They still have tunnels? And it's a secret tunnel, like you think that's just a bookshelf.
These people are very sneaky. They're very sneaky. We gotta be careful.
Do get in touch.
So it's
8:53. You're watching Good Morning Britain. See you in a moment.
What the fuck is going on at my hospital? What is this? Nobody has said anything to me. What is this? This is like in the circle of the emergency room opening. What is this? What are we doing? What the fuck is going on in here?
You know the nursery rhyme Humpty Dumpty, don't you? That little fictional character was based on the factual accounts of the men with faces in their chests, the Blemier. Yeah, it's not just some medieval monk's hallucination or Greek myth. They're texts from Herodotus to Pliny the Elder talking about whole tribes of these beings. The Chinese recorded them. Shakespeare referenced them in Othello. Men whose heads do grow beneath their shoulders. Sir John Mandeville wrote about them in his travels. Even Christopher fucking Columbus talked about these beings along with the cynocephali, dog-headed men, which also permeated Earth and still do. So either a bunch of ancient scholars spanning centuries were tripping on some serious substances when they all wrote about seeing the same exact thing, or more logically, they documented what they saw with their own eyes.
If you're enjoying content like this, I make videos several times out of the week. It would be so cool if you hit the sub button and join me on my next video.
Recently, videos have surfaced in which a man claims to be on Mars right now. He describes the situation on the planet completely differently than the rovers depict. His videos truly create the feeling of being on the red planet. Perhaps you remember the famous photograph of an astronaut's shadow taken next to a rover. After this incident, NASA rushed to remove the photo from all official sources, but it was too late. Therefore, this man claims that the only rover on Mars, called Perseverance, could not have functioned for so long without regular maintenance. And if you compare NASA's video with this man's, you'll notice that both frames depict the same rover. How is this possible? The astronaut says he maintains the rover himself, living in a special space bunker built for the Mars mission. This bunker contains an oxygen production system similar to those used on space stations, as well as enough oxygen tanks for 5 hours of outdoor use. According to him, the most dangerous aspect of life on Mars is Martian storms, which are tens of times stronger than hurricanes and tornadoes on Earth.
Okay, so I will say I'm stupid for drinking. That knife fell out of that little fucking knife container thingy.
Ball. He's not catching ball with you? Yeah. You need somebody to play ball?
Baba.
Yo.
An Oregon man was convicted and sent to jail for collecting and using rainwater on his own property, sued by the state for theft. Rancher Gary Harrington built 3 large reservoirs on his own land to collect rainwater and snowmelt. He claimed the water was primarily for fire protection reserves and for providing water to wildlife. But the state called it theft and prosecuted Gary. A municipal code stipulates that all water within city limits, including precipitation, is part of the public water supply. The city requested the court order the removal of his collection system and impose a fine. Despite Harrington's repeated appeals, arguing, "The water fell on my land. I'm not selling it. I'm simply using it on my own property." The court ultimately rejected his claims. Harrington was found guilty on multiple charges, including unlawful appropriation of state water resources. He was sentenced to 30 days in jail and fined over $1,500. The incident sparked intense backlash. Residents said it was simply tyranny. If a person cannot own the rain that falls on their own land, what do they actually own?
Does anyone else find it interesting that so much has been removed from our history books? Like if you go and actually get the physical textbook from before 1910, if you go and get a history book before 1910, it actually says that there was an advanced civilization here in the United States before the Native Americans. That there was evidence that they found it when they came over here, that they met the Native Americans, and then they found all these ruins from, quote unquote, in the book, an advanced civilization that was here in the past, but was no longer here. Yet my entire life growing up, I was never taught that. None of us were ever taught that. In fact, we're taught the opposite, and we're told not to ask about that. Why did they take it out of the books? I can't be the only one that's curious about this stuff. I mean, everything's being put, in computers and databases. The problem with that is that they're removing anything they want first. So our only proof is in these physical textbooks, and how long are we going to have those? I don't know about you, but I'm going to start buying old books.
Why erase an advanced civilization on this land unless the real story makes someone very uncomfortable?
They want you to know what they're doing to you, right? What do we need humans for? What do we need so many humans for?
Do you have an answer in the book?
At present, the best guess we have is keep them happy with drugs and computer games.
Most people will be willing to give up their privacy in exchange for much better healthcare, based on 24 hours monitoring of what's happening inside their bodies.
Humans are now hackable animals. The whole idea that humans have soul or spirit and they have free will and nobody knows what's happening inside me, that this is my free will, that's over. The real aim of science as a project, as an establishment, is not truth, it's power. The idea of the social credit is to monetize everything, to give value to every single thing you do in life. It's a function of surveillance. It has positive potential in some regards. It could create the most totalitarian systems in history.
Right. You would think that they would know what other people are saying and they would clean up their image a little bit, but they don't seem to care. They know that we're talking about them.
Those of us who watch the Patriot Act roll in knows this move. Promise safety, deliver surveillance, then call anyone who questions it a problem.
Hey, yo, check this shit out.
Do not look away from the symbol. You drew this in middle school. I drew this. We all did. But ask yourself one question. Who taught you how to draw it? It wasn't a teacher. It wasn't in a textbook. It wasn't on TV. And there was no internet to spread it. Yet somehow, this specific shape appeared in every single classroom on Earth at the exact same time. You probably called it the Superman S or the Stussy S. But look closer. Neither of those brands ever used this symbol. Those were false memories implanted to make you feel safe. This was actually the Universal S protocol, a global experiment in analog viral marketing designed to test how fast a single geometric instruction could infect the collective unconscious. Think about the sensation of drawing it, the 6 vertical pillars, the diagonal cross. It felt strangely satisfying, didn't it? That satisfaction was the trap. You weren't doodling. You were closing the circuit. It's 2 parallel sets of vertical bars that never actually touch. A broken infinity loop designed to trap your focus in the margins of your notebook. They weren't testing your artistic ability. They were calibrating your compliance to a grid. The experiment was a success. We all learned the code without ever being told. If you have this symbol in your old notebooks, you didn't create it. You were the end.
What if that little doodle was the first time they tested how fast an idea could spread through kids without a single official instruction? Now we see things go viral daily.
Look at Michael J. White in the back, right? Watch this, guys. As he's walking, Michael J. White is gone. Where did he go? Where did he go? You know where he went. He's Raphael. Shut up! We got you now. Pay attention. What are they trying to tell us here, guys? They got a human mask in their hand. You see, they've been showing us, you mother. Shut up! Listen, I ain't saying nothing. You see it for yourself, guys. What does this mean? What are they trying to tell us here? Shh, don't you even say it. Well. What does that mean, guys? Why in that cartoon did they show us that they were putting masks on? Shut up! This is what people are saying, guys, all right? What does that mean?